So in this video, I'm going to be describing something that is really important to me, and I was inspired by my friend Meg PB. Love you, girl. You're amazing. Anyways, what I'm gonna be describing is my quote-unquote disability, which is Noonan syndrome. And for anyone who wants to do this, please do. I would greatly appreciate it. Noonan syndrome is... I was diagnosed with Noonan syndrome, when I was 4 years old. And it definitely had an impact on my life. Because of it, I needed to be held back a year. I needed to have special teachers come in and help me. I needed to have special treatment as to what some of my classmates and some of my teachers referred it to. And I needed to be considered disabled. And Teresa, you joined. I know you hate that word. Disabled is a horrible word to use. Disabled, to me, says the inability to do something. And no one is capable of doing everything. Everyone fails at something. So to put people in a box and call them disabled because they can't do certain things is horrible. Why would you do that to anyone? And that's what disabled people have to go through every day. That's what I went through on a daily basis and still do go through. The first thing I had to tell people whenever I'm employed or I'm at school or anything like that is, "Hi, I'm Katie, and I'm a disabled student. I have learning disabilities." I had to show them my little yellow paper with my accommodations written on them so that they know that I am disabled. And sometimes I need note takers, and sometimes those teachers go, "Well, Katie, why don't you ask the class?" Excuse me, isn't that your job? Aren't you hired at this school to be able to find a note taker for me? Isn't that your job? I don't remember anyone telling me, "Oh, by the way, because you're a disabled person, guess what you have to do now?" I didn't apply to be disabled. I didn't apply for my accommodations. You, teacher, you applied to do that job. And that is not my job. Now, recently, I've taken a break from school because of some things that have been going on in my life. I was diagnosed with a new eye problem, and it's not even a diagnosis, it's still in the process of being diagnosed. Basically, what I can't see is anything over here in these directions or above and below my face area. So I can't see my dresser over there, which most people generally could if they had a full face vision. And that's the thing. I'm sorry, I'm trying to think of more things to say. This is kind of not well planned, but most live streams aren't. Anyways, I'm gonna go over a brief history of my disability. So like I said, when I was 4 years old, I was diagnosed with Noonan syndrome. And at that point, I was in my last year of preschool. At that point, my parents decided to keep me back a year. And that was no problem. I didn't notice it until I got to kindergarten. My first day to kindergarten, I was in the classroom, and all the kids were meeting each other. We're all saying, "Hi, how are you?" Well, not exactly like that, because, 5-year-olds, in my case 6-year-olds, aren't that eloquent. And one kid in particular walked up to me and he goes, "Hi, my name's Jake, how are you?" And I said, "I'm good." And well, I don't recall this conversation exactly, but I told him I was 6, because again, I've been held back. Actually, I was 5 at the time, excuse me. I was 5. No, I was 6. Excuse me, I'm sorry. I was 6, and I was told I was a liar. Because how can a 6-year-old be in kindergarten? That's unheard of, right? My struggle did not end there. I had to fight at the age of 8 for my accommodations, for these teachers to treat me the way I deserve to be treated. Some didn't. Some didn't believe in disability. Some didn't believe in these accommodations. Some people believed that I was just having an easy way through, when really my struggle was huge. I would take 7 hours to do homework, where other kids would take an hour. 7 hours for math. I had tutors and all these things to help, but nothing worked. The reason nothing worked is because I learned things on my time, not on the school's time, or not on the developmental track's time. Which is, again, how people are diagnosed with a disability, is because they are not learning or picking up things on the pace that we're supposed to. But, as my friend Meg said, it's not a race. I will get to the points that I need to get to when I get to them. I graduated high school, and I went to college, and yes, I am taking a break, but that is because I felt it was necessary for me. I didn't have anyone else tell me that. I didn't have anyone else say, "Katie, maybe you should take a break." No, that was my decision. And yeah, it does hurt to see some of my classmates graduate from from college, and me being stuck at home. But you know what? That is not gonna stop me. Nothing will ever stop me. In 6th grade, I had a science, no, it was 7th grade actually, I think. In 7th grade, how my school did it was that we finally got new teachers for science and other things like that. Science and math, and my science teacher, and I had to fight for accommodations in my science class. Because my science teacher refused to give me my accommodations because I didn't look disabled. And by that point, what the hell does a disabled person look like? Are they all in wheelchairs? Can they all not talk? Do they all need a walker? What does a disabled person look like? Can you guys explain that to me? Let me tell you. A disabled person does not look like any particular thing. A disabled person is disabled, and that is that. They need their little paper to show them why, or that to prove that they're disabled. But why do they need that? I'll tell you, because some people lie and say that they're disabled so that they can get the benefits that people who are disabled do. And those aren't benefits. They're ways so that we can keep up with the supposed thing that we're supposed to keep up with so that we can be more normal and put into that normal box. But let me tell you, if I was normal, I wouldn't be me, and I wouldn't have met half the people that I've met. And some of you guys are watching this, and I really do appreciate that. I wouldn't have met my friend Teresa. I wouldn't have met my friend Meg. I wouldn't have met Connor. I wouldn't have met half the people who I'm so excited to meet when I go to Minnesota. I wouldn't have met all of them. I wouldn't have gotten to know everyone. I wouldn't have had the friends that I do. I wouldn't have had the experiences I do if I was normal. So, if there was a pill to take away my disability, would I use it? Hell no. That would take away the connections that I have. And to put people in this special box because they're disabled does not help them. It only makes things more difficult. Because every damn time I just say, "Hi, my name's Katie. I just want to let you know that these are my disabilities. Here, this is what I'm capable of." They already put you in that box of you're less intelligent, you're not as good, you're slower, you're not as strong, you're not as fast. Yeah, maybe I'm slower, maybe not. I'm not as fast, but I will accommodate what you can accommodate. I will just take a little bit more time to do that. And I've seen people struggle with disabilities. I've seen people get bullied. I got bullied because I have curly hair. I had staples thrown in my hair. And some of my former bullies may see that, and I have no hard feelings because you made me a stronger person, so thank you. Thank you to all the people who doubted me. Thank you to all the people who made fun of me. Thank you to all the people who called me names and threw things at me, and all those people. Thank you for all the people who said that I was cheating. Because every single day I breathe and I live and I try to do something. I try to do it and I do it. And I prove you all wrong. So thank you. Thank you for encouraging me to keep going. Because the more you say I can't do something, the more I want to do it. The more you say and doubt what I can do, the more you make me want to do it. And I will do things at my own pace, at my own time. And when Katie feels that Katie can do it, Katie will. And for all those people, all the parents who have kids with disabilities or kids with Noonan syndrome and specifically, your kid is more than capable of doing anything they put their mind to. We may have these special treatments. We may have things that we get that normal kids don't, or normal people don't. But guess what? We are all the same. Love you guys. I need to figure out